I feel like yapping today. Just a little bit. I don't know why I wanted to do some more yapping streams, but it's fun nonetheless. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I got some carbonated water with some Mio in it. So don't worry guys, I'm drinking water. I just had to use my soda stream to carbonate it first. Ah, delicious. We're going to be looking at some videos from Nico Ortiz. We're going to look at some angry cops. There's also another dude that I found that that watches the Navy boot camp video. That'll be fun. Soda stream, Mia, we are kindred. Have to sleep soon, been up around 3 a.m. Oh, you have to be up around 3 a.m. Well, get some sleep. Just feel free to just, keep the stream up and listen to the various screeching sounds that I may make, or the various screeching sounds that Nico may make. Who knows? This man does like to screech a lot. Say, that game you played with Arch earlier, remember the mermaid princess wanted the flooded bathroom? Yes. If you have an Aldi, check their version of Liquid IV. Shit's delicious. I do have an Aldi, but it's on the other side of town. I know my granny goes there a lot, so I might ask her to pick up some for me the next time she goes. It's Pop Nut Soda Source. I restock vending machines for a living. I hold superiority. Oh, I see. So you are from the northern part of the Midwest. So anywhere in Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, northern Michigan, and maybe North Dakota. One of those. Indiana boy. Nice. Hydrate noble fish lady even while having to stream issues, especially when having stream issues. Oh yeah, I did get some more voice drops from One Shot because the manager that I was assigned, he's out for a while. So I had to get in contact with his CEO to get a restock on the stuff that I have. And oh, the CEO of One Shot is fucking great. He was like, "Oh yeah, I could get that for you." Next day, your order has been shipped, and I'm like, "Holy shit, you guys are fast." Oh, am I quiet? Hold on, give me a second. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I know I had to adjust my gain a little bit. Alright, how's that? I also, looked away for a second. Pop, soda, Coke, it's all fizzy water. Yeah. Also, don't mind the AC in the back. It's fucking hot out right now. So, you guys get to deal with the brrr sounds in the back. Love tasting TV static. Oh, I know. Oh my god. Remember when we were younger before, the, what? LED TVs? Do we have LEDs in our TVs now? I think so. When we used to have LCD, and whenever you turned on the TV, it would get all staticky and stuff. Oh, my favorite thing as a kid was just putting my hands on the TV screen and you could feel the static. And I'm like, man, I want to feel this feeling forever. It was my favorite thing. Sometimes I would just put my face against the screen. Oh, it was great. I think I would love that in a drink form. But also, I think the closest that we could get to that in a drink form is specifically McDonald's Sprite. I don't know, what do they do with their Sprite at McDonald's? CRT TVs, yes. CRT, not LCD for that, LumLum. Yeah, CRT. Yeah, then you get nerve damage and feel that static feeling for the rest of your life. I didn't get that nerve damage. I just miss that feeling now. Oh man, it's like I remember my aunt. She had that huge CRT TV. That like, okay, I'm sure, I'm sure you guys probably know the ones I'm talking about. It was like a large box CRT TV. It was like fucking huge. But then it would have that huge bump in the back, so you could never put it just right up against the wall. There was always a gap between it. Oh, that was great to play the Xbox on. Well, I wonder if I can find it. Hold on. Large CRT. It's like it wasn't the ones that stood on its own. It was like, oh, found one. Granted, it wasn't this fancy. And it was like this, but it didn't look as fancy. It just looked like it was made out of plywood. My aunt had one of these, and it was amazing. That's the one your family had for years. Oh man, those things are monsters. The old projector TVs, yeah. I wish ours looked that fancy, but no. How are you doing today, LumLum? I'm doing well. Played my PS3 on this massive CRT TV. It was horrible. Stretched the 480p bigger than my 4K TV. Barely see or hear anything played on an HD console on it. Without Ray TVs were the best. Sleep behind them for a healthy dose of X-rays. Oh man, it's like sometimes I miss the old TVs. Yes, crisp, clean pictures on the fancy 4K TVs we have now is all well and nice, but I miss these as well. I don't know, but that's just a me thing. Red, yellow, white wires. How do those match up with red, white, and black? Oh man, it's like I remember the TV would be right up against the wall to where I couldn't see the colors. So at that point, I had to memorize what color was in which spot of the TV. Man, I had that shit down. I'm like, okay, hold on, I got it. Okay, so red's at the top, white was always on the bottom, and then yellow was in the middle. But sometimes there's those weird TVs where the white and the yellow would be flip flopped, and I'm like, oh, you bitch. I think it's getting worse image quality on a TV. I need a movie crew to get in. Though, to be fair, older games are better to play on those TVs since they were made for them, yeah. We're gonna watch the Army Parade? No, we are not gonna watch the Army Parade. We are gonna be watching the 2025 boot camps. We already watched the ones for the Marines, and they were being handled with kitty gloves. It was quite a sad sight to see. So right now we're gonna be watching the Coast Guard, we're gonna be watching the Army Ranger School, and we're gonna be watching the Navy boot camp as well. We'll slide this one over here. That one there, because that one's just funny. Alright. See Chrome there. Let me know how the audio is on the video, if it's too loud or too soft.
The amount of spit hitting your face is going to be crazy. Inside U.S. Coast Guard boot camp. The last Coast Guard video is probably my favorite boot camp video. It just goes super hard.
They're already being yelled at more than the Marines did. The Marine, like one of the sergeants had to take off the the microphone on his shirt and cover his face with his hat to talk to one of the recruits. These ones we actually get to see them actually yell at them. Oh, it's great. These are always amusing. Hi, Mags. How are you?
Bro.
Hey, Marines blood. How does it feel to see that the Coast Guards are able to yell at their recruits more than the Marines? Oh, what happened? Did they lose a bet for this year? We had a yelling kink. Just moving base and enjoying the show? Awesome. Navy boot camp, you want to see folk not being able to swim? Hey, that's the best part about Navy, watching people struggle.
Coast Guard got that energy. Coast Guard got that energy I'm looking for right now. Let me know down below in the comments what boot camp you guys think is the hardest and how you think Coast Guard is going to do against the Marine Corps right now.
All right, guys, we just landed here in Cape May, New Jersey. We're at the United States Coast Guard Training Center. This is where they drop off all the recruits that get loaded up on a bus and start their boot camp.
Coast Guard boot camp, I think the tone they set in these videos is so much better than all of the other ones. Bro, these dudes had more energy than the Army Ranger dudes and the Marine Corps boot camp dudes already.
Sit up straight! If there's an empty seat in front of you, you're already wrong. Move in, fill in up front, do
An empty seat in front of you? Look at all those empty seats, bro. You want to know the cheat to boot camp? You are going through it for the first time just like everybody else. Always go first. A lot of people say be like a wallflower. No. Be first, strike hard, strike fast, try, and you are going to shit on everybody. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was always told, like, granted, this was for about anything. Volunteer to do shit first, because by the time they get to the end of everyone else, they will forget about whether if you did shit, or they will hold you up to a standard on everyone else, how, like, you know, how everyone else should hit. So you'll either be made an example, or they will forget. It's a win-win either way. Coach bus, what luxury? That had better be because the camera still, though, should have been far more intense. Yeah.
Get off my bus! Oh, no!
The amount of spit hitting your face is going to be crazy. This female has got me gassed up. I'm going to have to stand the whole time I'm adjusting.
Five recruits over there, and you must be fully clothed in case of emergency. If you can't bring and put your clothes on, you have a... Aye, ma'am. You understand? Yes, sir. You have your shoes on your feet when you're moving outside. You understand? Yes, sir. No. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. No.
Yeah. Oh, bruh, she a thug. Y'all want to know why I love the yelling shit? Y'all know I yell now. Before the military, I was the most soft-spoken guy you've ever seen in your whole life. That is pussy shit. Having her bring that chaos from the beginning is just...
It was funny
Got a little
though.
bit back to the park, it was straight mayhem. After the loud greeting, the male recruits go straight to the barbershop for a full buzz cut, and then they got to go through a few health exams, and after that, they go straight to...
Do females not have to go bald? Females do have an option because, you know, men are just so oppressed out here. Females can do whatever they want with their hair, but guys, we're so damn bad. Dude, at least the Coast Guard got, like, clean classrooms.
The strengthening of the Coast Guard culture starts right here. Now, we want you to graduate. The Coast Guard needs you to graduate.
I don't know about needs.
Our country needs you to graduate as well.
I hate that saying. It should probably be the Coast Guard does not care if you pass or fail, but your country needs you to pass. However, that is up to you. You got to do it for yourself at the end of the day. What's up with these COVID masks and shit? Bro, I would be like, take those fucking masks off and get sick, pussy.
Chief White, take charge and carry out the training plan.
Don't know how to describe this. I was in the Army 15 years ago and never seen anything like this here. This looks insanely stupid. Yeah. Ratfish, do you have a Dr. Pepper? I don't have any Dr. Pepper because Costco hates me. Costco doesn't have any Dr. Pepper products, and it's depressing as shit. Honestly, I should start a petition so they can get Dr. Pepper products. But for now, I have carbonated water with a Mio. But if you want to get me Dr. Pepper so I don't go through Dr. Pepper withdrawals, you can buy me a 12-pack Dr. Pepper cans on Throne for about $12.99.
Chief White, black as f. Oh, no, nah. The guy interracial in Coast Guard, that's cool.
Training starts now, the entire time. Do it now.
Oh, my God. Like I said, we've done a few different boot camp reaction videos, and they've all been amazing. But since when the did y'all get nice-ass backpacks, bro? And what, bro? I remember the water bottles from last time. Fuck you guys. They kind of look like they're, like, on a prison yard.
Man, they do have really nice backpacks. The kids in the military academy, if they didn't bring their own bags, they had to use the leftovers that they kept in the closet. Oh, it was great. Seeing local grocery stores carrying zero sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Oh, I fucking love zero sugar Dr. Pepper. That's all I drink is zero sugar Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper can't do crack. It sucks. The only person I saw yelling and screaming like this in the army had to come to the barracks drunk and was carried off by military police. Jesus Christ.
Respond and react! Respond and react! Respond and react! Respond
Yes.
and react! Rucksack off! Push! Push! Push!
This is what I've wanted to see. As of right now, I'm making the call for all of us. Transitioning from civilian to soldier, sailor, coastie, whatever, Coast Guard right now is the most difficult. I'm seeing nothing but these people getting yelled at and fucked up, and I love it. Yo, shout out Macy. Shout out.
When I was in the army, not American, most of the time, it wasn't good if an officer knew your name. Yeah. It's like, granted, last names are usually good, but if somehow they break out the first name, whew, that's always bad. It's kind of like when your parents break out the middle name, and it's like, oh, fuck, what'd I do?
Macy, let's go. That's that energy we're looking for. Yes.
Push! Push! You've been counting!
We got to get a glimpse of what living in the barracks is like. This is
I
where
love
the
it here.
recruits will sleep for the next 8 weeks. Let's just say you get to know your shipmates very well. Once settled in, it's time to get to work. Say hello to your new company commander.
Evil Echo, what the? The motherfucking water bottles are gonna make me myself. I don't know why I'm so mad about that. They got better water bottles than the shit we gotta go buy at the store. The reason I'm mad is all we get is Vietnam mold-infested canteens. The second you're in the army, at least, and you sip that canteen, congratulations, you've just kissed about 357 men.
So, fellas, how was your military-appointed 50-year-old canteens when you guys were in boot camp? Damn, those are nice barracks. I think mine were built early Cold War. Can still taste the Agent Orange in them, the original Tang. Made the water taste like stale feet. Tasted like Vietnam. Greetings from Finland. Every single man I know IRL have been through the army. Nice. Orange Tang. Weekly bleach was required for a reason, I'm told. It's still the Viet Cong hooker. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, they sweating, baby. Respect. Their uniforms are so nice. I can't wait for them to get ruined. Yeah, they're basically open mouth kissing, but it's whatever, I guess.
All right, we're about to get in the pool and do this spiral
I'm not
swim
worried
training
about
with
you.
a bunch of recruits. Looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That's a nice pool. That's a nice pool.
Good morning, my name
Hey. You take your shirt off and be like everybody else, you piece of shit. You know what? Just take your shirt and your pants off.
and what this Mustang survival suit can do in a situation of hypothermia and
That
survival.
suit is a
We're
horse.
gonna do 2 floats.
It's a Mustang horse.
We're gonna have the single person float, and we're gonna have the
Bro, he
multi-person
chill-
float. That takes me to the suit. Mustang survival suit. Boat crews use this. Whenever you're out on deck
Your
in
mama
cold
use it?
temperatures, it does 2 things. It keeps you afloat, and it keeps
Nah,
you
who the
warm.
fuck is coughing? On God, dudes would get fucked up for coughing, which I thought was a little extra, but now it's ingrained in me. So that person needs to suffer. Note to self, get a tan before going.
Single person float. Lay back.
Nah. You want to know why I'm going to be mad as fuck, chat? The second I get in that water, because my life is terrible, all of the water's going down into the thing. I sink to the bottom of the ocean and die.
When will you see another boat? When will you see an aircraft?
Why are we training them all to be
that's funny.
rescue divers, bro?
I bet you will.
Half of them are going to be sitting at computers. We're out here thinking they're all going to be rescue divers and do all this cool shit. Bro, this is chill now. They're
Nico, you forget. You need to keep morale up. Make them think they're gonna do some cool stuff instead of just sitting behind a computer most of the time. Because if they think they're gonna just be sitting behind a computer the whole time, they're not gonna fucking try. One day I had us online to hydrate. Another day I came in after he left, had us down another canteen. One recruit vomited the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Had a recruit from a flight ahead of mine died because he drank too much water. God. My AF boot, one guy flipped the double eagle during our group photo. The NCOs were so pissed they were trying not to hit him. Oh, beautiful. Like, we still have the big-ass radios from the 60s. Why? Because it still worked. Well, why replace shit that still works? I think that's why they didn't replace the canteens. It's because they weren't leaking from the bottom.
They're learning cool things, though. Bro, somebody need to come up from the bottom and touch their butt. Put some stress on them. I want to see your students suffer like shit.
We're constantly going down and retrieving people.
Training on that
baskets.
tight platform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it was peculiar in the sense that you don't find people stranded out there during a supermoon, super tide, and
Nasty.
stuck on top of the
Horny.
skateboard.
That's so dangerous, dangling from a bird like that, if I'm being dead ass.
And really, it was just me. At the end of the day, it was me dangling at
This
the end
is
of the
just
line
like the
with
movie Guardian.
Awesome
They're like,
pilot, awesome flight
"This
deck
is-
operating
will be
boys."
you.
And I was able to
You
get
will
down to that day board
Be the
safely
savior to
and hook
people
'em up
on
and
their
get 'em out of
worst
there.
day.
So-
Whatever the speech is, Mr. Herder, insert a clip.
There will come a time when you might have to decide who lives and dies out there. It's a terrible responsibility, but it is one you will have to make as a rescue swimmer. The bigger reality is it's also something you're going to have to live with as a human being. There will come a time when you're going to have to say no. The most important person to keep alive is yourself.
Look at those PT belts. They're so safe.
Huh. I've never seen The Guardian. I've always seen clips of it, but I've never actually seen the movie. Is it good? Great white shark fishing? No.
After basic training all morning, we went to the galley for some lunch. What I thought might be a little break ended up being the complete opposite. In the Coast Guard, timing is everything, and lunch is very quick. Before recruits can eat, they are quizzed on required Coast Guard knowledge. Those who get it wrong must report it to the company commander and be held accountable. Mental fitness seemed to be 90% of the battle during training.
Timer starts. You go to line up. You get up. You get asked questions. They filter in platoon by platoon. You line up. You get your chow. You get with again. You sit down. You eat. You get up. You throw your shit away. Go backside and get in formation. You have about 30 minutes to do all of that. If you guys enjoy this content, want to see it live, come join us on Twitch where we stream Monday through Friday. And if you guys want to see everything we cannot put on YouTube in these videos,
Is that normal for the other boot camps as well? You get quizzed before you can eat. If you get the question wrong, or if you get the answer wrong, you just don't eat. Yep, I see.
go ahead and follow us on Rumble.
This is
Week
the foundation of what they'll
07,
do as
the
non-rated
discipline is
at a
still there.
station
That's
or a
amazing.
operational unit. When the Coast Guard, once you show up to your unit, you're doing the job day one. Yeah. So this is helping them be ready to at least learn what they need to learn when they show up.
Do you want to join the Coasties? Okay.
Heads up on the beer! Heads up on the beer!
Heads up on the beer. Hey, yo, we drinking?
The people in the beer can pull it in. You pay hand over hand.
So now they're kind of like in this less stressful phase. They're more in a learning phase and testing phase. So there's not as much stress going on right now because it's all on you. If you're not taking what they've taught you, you're just going to fail out.
Slack in your offhand. Bitman, don't move. You're holding the slack. If you let go, you're putting slack back into the line, and everything you've done up to this point has been used.
Man, you don't the slack. You got to tug on that rope, make it nut, make it nice and tight.
Put it in your right hand a little bit.
Make it nut.
Throw it around the post.
Yeah. Call it dirty.
Man, have you guys ever seen have you guys ever seen like those high tension ropes snap when like the boat is just idly sitting in the water? Those are horrifying to see snap. Like, Jesus Christ, if you were too close to that, you were a dead man. You were just dead. There was no saving you. How to secure more boring. How to secure a ship, I guess. Yeah. Oh man. It's like, yeah, sure, securing a boat is boring as shit. But if you don't do it right, or you don't make sure that that rope is still in good fucking shape, that thing's gonna snap and you're going to kill somebody. Ghost Ship dancing. Oh man, Ghost Ship. It's like Ghost Ship is like a subpar movie. Besides that one scene, honestly. Free on Archcast? Yeah, I'm a co-host over there. Aircraft catch line that snapped and some sailor jumped on video. Oh shit. Most industrial and military accidents are just out of someone not double checking their precautions. Yeah. Man. You know what? I kind of we'll do this on a future stream where we just look at workplace accident videos. But unfortunately, they're not going to be graphic. They're going to be censored and boring. Because all the good sites are taken down.
Names. Call that rope a dirty little slut. Yeah, I don't know how to do any of this shit, so shout out Coast Guard. I'll fuck with the ocean chat. Ocean got sharks in it.
Line to me!
Line 1 me!
So Coasties are professional fishermen.
A fire on board is one of a captain's biggest fears. During boot camp, all recruits go through fire prevention and firefighting.
Hell no, y'all gonna need that fire extinguisher, you know what I'm saying? You have to squirt that fire out.
During boot camp, all recruits go through fire prevention.
No, they're doing simulated fire on a fucking screen. They're not even setting the prop ablaze. That's not fun.
Firefighting courses.
All the water people are technically fire people. Navy and Coast Guard doing all this fire shit. We don't get none of that. What the hell? I couldn't do this, bro. If it's on fire in the ocean, I'm out.
I heard a cha-ching. Shadow Walker, thank you for buying me Dr. Peppy. I will now be supplied for at least 3.5 days. I will now put more Dr. Pepper on my throne. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm fucking out. I just light a bomb in the fire department of the ship. Somebody fucking watch that.
And thank you for the $15 towards Washington trip. I love you.
People from all over the country just arrived. About to go sit down and enjoy this. It's a very special moment for everybody.
I'm Captain Warren Judge, the commanding officer at Coast Guard Training Center, Cape May. The first thing I like to do is ask all veterans and first responders, if you are able, please.
This is the gayest part. Get out of here. Sit your ass down. No one gives a
Guys, I'm proud to see each and every one of you standing here today. When we saw you in week 2, we told you, you control your attitude, you control your effort, and you'll be standing here 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks from the first time we saw you. Now here you are.
Okay, shut up for a second. Okay, so it's like you would think if they would train the Coast Guard and stuff similarly to how they train firefighters on how to extinguish the goddamn fire. You would think that they would go through the same simulations when it comes to fires. I don't care if they're on boats. It's basically the same thing. But you show that, like, there are different types of fires on boats. There's still, like, you know, people can still do a fucking arson on boats. It's good to show them how to identify the various types of fires on boats. It shouldn't be, okay, just spray the screen. Congratulations, you now know how to kill a fire.
One unified team, one company, ready to go on and do great things. Congratulations, Delta.
Chat, this just popped in my head. Do y'all want me to tell you when I graduated boot camp in the Army, dopest, coolest, hardcore instructor told us? He literally was like, platoon, attention, and then we're literally standing there waiting for him to give a speech. And he's like this. He's like, fuck you. Dismissed. And I never saw him again. Drill Sergeant Swisher, you the realest one. Dude, that carried me through my career to right now. I've done some of my graduations outside, some of them inside. It typically just depends on the class size.
Or a fireman apprentice. Congratulations on your first advancement in the United States Coast Guard. One member of Delta 206 also completed the requirements to become an American citizen. The following members front and center. Seaman AJ is from Ghana.
Coasties, are y'all considered seamen? Is that what he just said? You guys are?
AJ is from Ghana.
You've earned the title, seaman. Fuck!
I mean, hey, that's cool. He completed his training for the Coast Guard and he became an American citizen. That's pretty neat. Congratulations, Mr. Seaman.
That I will support and defend
This is beautiful.
the Constitution and laws.
Imagine serving your country and then being able to become a citizen. Foreigners who want nothing but to be Americans, willing to serve our country just to gain citizenship. Get the fuck out of here if you don't want to be here. Because why the fuck is this guy protecting you? Leave so AJ can stay.
Receiving their citizen certificate and the Best Shipmate Award winner is Seaman Peter AJ, Sector.
Yeah!
Yay!
And he's doing it legally. None of that illegal immigration shit. AJ about to take out all the illegal immigrants. AJ's protecting our borders!
And hope your lives and careers are blessed with fair winds and following the seas. Post the company guide on.
Good luck on the PTSD, alcoholism, and substance abuse. On God.
All right, that concludes our trip at the U.S. Coast Guard Training Center in Cape May, New Jersey.
I mean, I'm glad this guy did it, chap, but why can't I do it, man? Coast Guard, invite me to your boot camp, bro. Somebody, fuck!
Nick, you're a little scary for people. That's probably why. But I hope that Nick is able... I hope Nico is able to do some videos and shit, just like, you know, filming some boot camps and stuff. Oh, that'd be so fucking cool. Oh, but then he'd probably just be like... He'd probably get fucking told, like, we can't yell at the recruits anymore. He's like, why the fuck not? Because their parents will yell at us and try to sue. Oh, that's great. And now, we get to see the Army Ranger School. I know some of you guys are Marines, some of you guys are Army, some of you guys are Navy. For those of you who were in the Army, you guys are going to have to say how different this is compared to what you guys went through. And then when we get to the Navy, I will have my Navy dudes speak out. Hello, Avenged, how are you?
If he's stuck in the bushes. You just tired. It's hot as staying in formation as you maneuver through the woods. This isn't even real Ranger School yet. You are getting access to one of the military's
Former
most
Air
elite
Force
schools. It
Oh,
focuses
very
on
good.
developing small unit tactics.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's been a minute since I've seen you. How are you doing, Rooftop Korean? Been a while. How are ya? I remember seeing you, seeing you a while ago, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I recognize that dude. When we get to the Navy, I'm playing YMCA on loop. Very good.
Skills and is crucial for engaging in direct combat and close quarters battle. In honor of the United States Army's 250th upcoming anniversary, we have gotten early access to the new United States Army Ranger School documentary. This is such an honor, and I think it is so cool. So, huge thank you to the United States Army for reaching out to us. So you want to be a U.S. Army Ranger, huh? All right, let's go and see what we got. Out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets. 9 are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they are the battle. But the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back.
Man, okay, that should have just been an extended but I think that's more of Marine speed. Keep him out, looks great. Let me, oh, thank you.
The battle. But the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. Hercules. I think it's not Hercules.
Going to show off Space Force dudes? Is there a Space Force video out? I will look it up. I will look it up after we're done with the Navy.
Dangers facing the United States are myriad and complex. As these ever-mounting threats evolve, the need for warfighters capable of rising to the challenge is critical.
What animal ears are those?
The U.S. Army Rangers.
And while we are watching...
Okay. Hold on here. I can... I know it's hard to see because the tail's so small, but the tail's back there. It's waving around, but it's there. No, these are little rat ears. And they're so cute. They're so emotive. But also, the bestest part, well, one of my favorite parts about this, hat. Oh, Special Forces? Fuck his Space Force? Shut up. I seen someone say Space Force. Special Forces? I don't know, look it up. Space Forces aliens. I mean, hey, again, next year is going to be the community-funded Skaven model. That's gonna be great. And for those of you who didn't get to see, Skaven Lumi, I did have Art Shower on the Archcast. Alright, let's continue.
It's a super awesome Army Ranger School video. Let's pay homage to one of the coolest Army Rangers to ever exist, Matt Best. This isn't Matt Best, but it's his plate carrier, and he gave it to me, and it's one of my favorite possessions that I own. Moving on. This will be a educational video. This is a quick disclaimer. You guys are going to see me put this slide on later on in the video.
The Army Rangers are some of the most lethal soldiers in the world, capable of closing with and destroying the enemy on land, sea,
Vermintide
or
when?
air.
I don't know,
They are the
soon-ish.
bleeding tip of the spear. To become a ranger, these men and women must brave the most brutal training the Army has to offer. It all starts at the legendary Ranger School.
Before we watch this, I want to give a quick disclaimer about the differences between Ranger Battalion and Ranger School. Ranger Battalion is a special operations force in the United States Army. Ranger School is simply a school in the United States Army that not only the Army but other military branches have the opportunity to go and participate in order to receive the Ranger tab, while Ranger Battalion receives Ranger Scrolls.
At the legendary Ranger School, the crucible where these Ranger School has been described as the longest approved gut check in the Army. Over 62 days, students will patrol hundreds of miles over mountains and through swamps.
62 days of actual hell. I really hope they show it. It has like less than 90% graduation rate.
But it's not just the physical challenges that make Ranger School so intense. The mental strain will break these soldiers down to their core. It is not for the faint of heart, but for those who are up to the challenge, it is the ultimate proving ground.
You know, wanna know what would be like amazing fucking content? It's like, I know most VTubers, well, the vast majority of VTubers do not show their IRL selves. But for the ones that do IRL stuff as well, I want to see a group of VTubers go through the Ranger School. I just want to see a bunch of YouTubers go through the Ranger School and have all of them just stream right afterwards and be like, okay, what's your thoughts? They're like, I want to die. But granted, maybe most of them would probably try to drop out the first day. Oh, derp, Delta Force are the counter-insurgency lads. That would not end well. I mean, heck. One of the videos that we're going to be watching is a lady trying to sue the Navy SEALs, so that's going to be funny. I recommend an MRE stream. Oh, man. There's some MREs that I want to try. Is there any... I'm sure there's websites where we can buy MREs, right? You know what? If there's any websites, send them to me on Discord. And then we can do like a little funding thing on Throne where you guys buy me MREs and I'll do streams trying the MREs. I think that'd be fun. Just ban Bow from the school. That lady trying to sue the SEALs is pathetically hilarious. Oh my god, I know.
Witness this grueling test of strength, endurance, and determination.
If you have a Ranger tab, you are not a little bitch. You can suffer, no problem. It should be known as the Army's premier suffering school.
When I was younger, I used to always look at my dad's photos, and I saw him in the military. And I look up to my dad, so I definitely thought...
The North Korean military. Okay, maybe the American military. It said June, and I was like, oh, he's a Un, like a Kim Jong-un? His father just out there standing in the pictures next to the Supreme Leader? I don't know.
It was really beneficial for me and my family. At the time, my mom was working 2 jobs, and she was supporting me and my 3 other little siblings. And, well, I can get papers for her, and not only that, but help out with the bills.
I used to be a Scouts commander back in Kenya, so everybody knew, like, hey, he looks like you're gonna be...
Bro out here fucking up child soul.
Jeez. He commanded child soldiers in Kenya. Well, I mean, man. He already knows what's up, I guess. We have army reserves of 1 million people here from 5.5 million people in the country. Yeah. We need to find a way to send LumLum North Korean MREs with dog meat. I don't think there's a way to get North Korean MREs. And I think those North Korean MREs would probably be a piece of paper that just says food in Korean. I don't know. LumLum, I'm scared. Are we gonna die for Israel? Oh, I fucking hope not. It's like... I know things are scary out there right now. But I'm still in the camp of nothing ever happens. At least nothing will ever happen on American soil.
Yeah.
Because even though our military doesn't exactly look the best in terms of, well, when Biden was president, our military wasn't necessarily the most appealing looking and stuff. But I believe we still have the capacity of making a small country disappear if somebody actually tried to mess with American soil. Which platform do you want us to use? Any platform that you are the most comfortable using. On Kick, there's no ads, and I get paid by the hour. The amount I get paid fluctuates with how many people are in chat watching. YouTube, I know most people use YouTube by default because it's, you know, the most comfy for people. And then there's Twitch. I don't have much to say about Twitch. VTubers getting drafted? I can't get drafted. 1, I'm past the age, and 2, I got a child. So, Kick, who are you? Luminous Cove. Hold on here. I will put my Kick channel in the chat. Oh, you're on Kick? Yes. There you go. There is my Kick URL for you guys. Alright. You're a woman, you get to vote without being subject to the draft. Well, I believe that women should be part of the draft. But between medical issues with myself and with kiddo, I don't think I don't think they'd force me to go. It's like if I didn't have my kiddo, I would have enlisted for the military in high school. I would have enlisted in high school. Honestly, that was like a thing that I was thinking about. I took my ASVAB and everything. Trying to get my wife to stream on Kick, having trouble convincing her. Just say hourly pay. No matter, like, even if it's just like one viewer, some cents is better than no cents.
Out Nigerian military out there chopping people's fucking heads off. Now we working for us. Let's go.
She was very supportive, actually. She was a military brat herself, grew up in it. Her father, her late father, was in the 25th ID. He went to Ranger School himself. He actually has a picture. He is holding her when she was about 4 years old in his BDUs after being pinned with his Ranger tab. So that's the plan.
That's tough.
That's the plan.
They say Ranger School is like 62 days of fucking hell. A majority of people are at Ranger School longer than 60 days because they have to redo a cycle because they didn't pass something. For example, my original sniper and reconnaissance section leader, shout out Clark, I'm pretty sure he didn't pass Ranger School the first time, and then he went back, psychopath, and he was there for like 9 months, and he refused to go home until he got his tab. That's hot.
That is fucking dedication.
As a ranger, fully knowing the hazards of my chosen profession, I will always honor and highest spirit accord of Ranger Regiment.
Okay, you have to put that on a flat surface because most members of the military can't read. Gosh. You know, cave drawings would also suffice as well. Don't think women should be part of the draft, especially infantry or anything outside of admin. Well, like, okay, have women for the draft, but they have to stay. They have to stay in the tents and be used for medics. Train them to be medics, not to go out and carry bodies because they can't carry dead weight for shit. But have them be in the medical tents. That is my opinion. If they're going to be drafted, have them be in the medical tents. Truck drivers and logistics in general. Medics do carry bodies, though. All women should be put in the sorority.
Let me know down below in the comments your favorite stanza of the Ranger Creed. Mine would be energetically want me to Part 1, Ranger Training Assessment Course. RTAC, and then there's PRC. I went to PRC, which is the pre-Ranger course. But because Ranger School is such a big deal, a lot of people want to send their soldiers to Ranger School. Most people are not physically fit, and they're definitely not a team player, and they're definitely not strong enough to do this shit. So instead of wasting all of your units' time and money and resources on you, you have to go and pass RTAC or PRC in order to then go on to Ranger School.
So right now we're in the RPFT. We're assessing to make sure these Rangers are physically fit enough to go through the physical demands of Ranger School.
RPFT, y'all better have that 30-minute time. 32.
Stepping off that bus, knowing I need to take the first
32,
step to
33
RTAC.
minutes.
You know, I'm gung-ho. I'm 100% in. I'm ready for it. You know, give your 100%, give your all.
If I'm being honest with y'all, this may look easy right now, and I know they're slowly getting into it. But for example, 4 to 2 hours of sleep a week for the next 2 weeks, consistently having to do shit. It's not fun. But
and 2 to 4 hours of sleep per week. Cheese and crackers. That I like sleep too much. I couldn't do it. That's how my grandma met my grandpa in a medical tent. She was an army nurse and he was a grunt back in the day. Aww. Aww, that's cute. Medical rules. So hard.
like they say, it ain't for the faint of heart. And if you ever want to get promoted or show out, this is the school you need to go to.
We're conducting the Combat Water Survival Assessment, also known as the CWSA. The reason why we're doing this is we're looking for confidence, ensuring that they're not going to panic, because we do conduct waterborne operations.
Stay calm.
And that they're able to perform such operations in the future.
RTAC is like a baby step to Ranger School. So it like give you a version of what you should expect.
Like he said, it's a baby step. PRC, RTAC. Are you wasting our time, or do you really want to do this? Do you really want to suffer and earn that tab? So let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this new Ranger School documentary and what you think the coolest school is out of the entire military. And there's nothing scarier than being by yourself in the woods at night.
So what's happening right now is the students are conducting land navigation. They need to achieve 4 out of 5 points today in order to...
Now we're good, baby. Let's get it.
The thing with this course, there's this big old creek called the V of Death. And well, I had to travel across the creek, which you're not supposed to. They tell you.
Chemical Creek?
The V of Death.
If you guys are going to PRC, we call it Chemical Creek, or at least the last time I went there, it's called Chemical Creek. Don't go there, because at the bottom of that fucking creek, if you fall down that bitch, it's like old metal bridges, and you will cut your shit open. Don't go.
They tell you, don't go through the V of Death. People sink, people get stuck. But
they do.
I was actually trying to, get this over with. Trying to get my 4 points out of 5.
Some of the things that may not be mentioning in this, you cannot talk. You are doing all of this by yourself. It is in the dark, and you better bring all of your batteries, because if your light goes out, that is on you. They do not care. This is not a school for children. Figure it out. That's what it takes to pass a school like this. That's like the bare minimum it takes to pass a school like this. You're going to learn a lot about yourself 1 a.m. in the pitch black woods. Trust.
Second phase is the collective
Second
training
phase.
task.
So in classroom instruction, everything is very, very calm, because they will try and...
Okay, so obviously since this is a documentary, Nico's not going to show the entire fucking thing. But definitely, probably, well, it's like we'll watch shit like this just on Kick. But if I can find the full documentary, I'm sure I can. We will watch, like, full documentaries and stuff for whatever autistic military shit you guys would like to watch. Because, honestly, I like learning new things. This is fascinating to me. Tellboy, hi! No, Mexican army, but yeah, it's a thing that happened in mobile infantry in every army. Oh, where I missed that. Oh, okay, I see. Nightly, we gonna sleep? Alright, have a good sleep, and thank you for stopping by. It was nice seeing you again.
Actively teach you it. It's up to you to learn and pay attention. Then outside of classroom, you're just getting your shit pushed in. Yo, United States Army, let me come to Ranger School with y'all and do a phase by phase. That'll be fun as hell.
We're one of the only pre-rangers in the force that literally every one of our Ranger instructors become Ranger instructor certified through the RTB process.
He's going to read task and mission standards. Your task is telling you what exactly.
There is no bullshit at this school. They will teach you start to finish how to do something. They will tell you how they want it, how they like it, and you will either do it that way or you will not pass.
Ranger School is not a tactical school. Ranger School is about leadership, right? It's easy to lead soldiers when they're well-fed, rested.
But can you do it when you're in the suck? The instructors are rucking with you. There's no excuse. They're teaching a course that they themselves have passed. Now they're teaching you and they are rucking as well. You have zero excuse. Get it done.
At the time, the National Guard had a single-digit graduation rate of Ranger School. And last year,
all the instructors are cool because they have...
All right, fellas. Your rucksacks. How much did they usually weigh when you had to do treks like this? Goddamn Kick and Rumble are paranoid bastards. How so? I have friends whose families had to escape Cuba. They hate this leftist socialist shit. Yeah. Am I missing something? I forgot. Yeah.
Completion rate hovered around 80%. And of those that made it through that, they had a 90% chance of making it through Ranger School.
If you are a private right now, if you're a regular fucking Army and you want to be better, go to fucking Ranger School. Basic training to me is one of the hardest things you can do in the military. You're going from civilian to soldier. And while you're new to the military, you're a private, you're used to just getting the shit kicked out of you. This is the ultimate kick you in the fucking head school. This is where you need to go early as possible in your military career. Not when you think you know everything, because they're going to reteach you everything.
Reactive contact, squad attack, taking indirect fire, break contact, executing a link up, CASEVAC. So it's getting into extreme detail of exactly what each ranger's responsibility and role is within that battle drill, so that way they understand their role.
So what they're doing right now is they are doing things that not a private would do, but a sergeant or a staff sergeant. It's, can you be a leader when it's necessary? Can you lead and guide Alpha Team and Bravo Team to success for each scenario? Quick disclaimer, what I'm saying is not verbatim to the training critique of the school. I'm simply just giving you guys my inside experience from my time in the military when I went through these things. Patrols.
Logistics, maintenance, transportation, talking about load plan, bump plan.
Man, that's a lot of numbers. Another reason why I wouldn't be able to do shit like this. Numbers.
Logistics.
I would not be able to memorize any of that. Item, MRE, water. 556. Tracker, 556. Huh? 556 ball, 556 tracer, 556 Linux, 762 Linux, 40 millimeter HEDP, M18A1, AT4, M67. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, demo team. Oh, required distribution class item. Okay, I see now. Links. Is that Link or Linux? Link? I can't read. Do you know how thick my glasses are? They're thick. I haven't gotten new glasses in like 5 years. 4 years? 5 years. Somewhere around there. I don't know. All I know is that I need new glasses at some point. Link rounds for a belt-fed machine gun. Oh, okay. I see. Huh, interesting.
Maintenance, transportation.
Gotta ask, would it be fine if we add you to the front page for a bit? Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. Whenever you guys want to throw me up there, I do not care one bit. You need your eyes? I'll have to put up a glasses fund at some point. It's like I haven't gotten my eyes checked in a handful of years. The glasses that I have right now, they're holding on to my lenses for dear life. They're literally like, just like wire hanging onto my lenses. Because I got these when I was just on state insurance. That was before I worked at my job that I was laid off on. That's just one of those things. And oh well, let's keep going.
Talking about load plan, bump plan.
Well, you know what? I have you up. Awesome. Thank you so much.
And they check you on everything. Do you guys see this piece of 550 cord right here? It's paracord for those of you who don't know. But the instructors will even walk up to you, and every single person, because everybody is responsible for themselves and others, and they will check to see if you did the correct knot. If you did not, you're getting fucked up, dude. Everybody's getting fucked up.
They have 6 to 8 man squads maneuvering in the area. They have a priority to target you.
God, it's so not fun.
Target on our backs for this operation.
Security of the individual. Search him how? In a quadrant method.
Clear the magazine, lock the bolt to the rear, make sure nothing else is on them, all right? But one person, roll that person over, make sure there's nothing under them. The other person, barrel on, all right? Go.
The reason we are doing that is to make sure when you kill the enemy, they do not have a grenade underneath them that the pin is already pulled. So that way when you go to lift them, it blows up in your face. You have another individual flip them.
Oh, that would be absolutely horrifying. It just... it's like... I wonder if they have any, if they have any of those fake bodies out there that are rigged to, like, if you don't check for any explosives, instead of a live grenade, because that'd be silly, it's just like a smoke bomb or something, just to show, see, like, this is what happens when you don't check. Many nasty tricks down in war. Yeah. Rigged with a flashbang. Yeah. Fake bodies, now they use the real deal. Oh yeah, get some dudes to dress all tactfully and shit. Or like, okay, because they're practicing this, but do they also practice on how to spot people using camo? Because again, I know this is silly, but when I scroll through the communist spy app TikTok, there's this dude in the military that actually makes the videos to see if you can spot where he's hiding with camo on. And half the time, it's really fucking good. But 8 times out of 10, I can guess correctly on where he's hiding with his camo. It's great. LumLum look into Vietnam tunnel rats. Oh, I've seen the tunnel rats. They're neat.
Over, so that way if there is a grenade, the set person on this side can say, grenade! And that allows the person who has turned the individual over to go, oh fuck, throw him back over, and then they roll away while this person runs away.
Clock 300 meters.
If he's stuck in the bushes. You just tired, it's hot as fuck. Staying in formation as you maneuver through the woods. This isn't even real Ranger School yet.
Once we close the distance to conduct ambush, we've done all that necessary reconnaissance of the terrain, the analysis of weather, right? It's not just a general movement now, it's a specific scheme of movement.
As we continue to maneuver around, we are going to have our next CCP at the security hall.
You guys don't know what casualty collection point is? It's where everybody's fucked up has to locate.
It was a challenging experience because, you know, raising one kid by herself. So she supports me all the time. But at the same time, she
Motherfucker. Thank you for letting me know that I'm muted. I wasn't yapping for too long, but what I was saying is that, oh yeah. I will note down the New Guinea theater stuff. But maybe we could have, like, themed streams exclusively on Kick, where we just look into various things that happen during different wars and stuff. If there's, like, a little niche things you guys want to look into and other stuffs like that, I think that'd be pretty neat. Because there's a lot of underreported things from various wars around the world, which I find interesting. I yelled, but you didn't hear me, because it's not speech to text. Shut up. I would love that. Military history is my jam. Awesome. It's like, again, I am in that phase of my life where I want to learn about so many different things. And I know this upcoming Friday, we're all going to be watching the next 3 episodes of Sharp. So we're going to be watching episodes 4, 5, and 6. That's going to be fun.
didn't want me to go. She was tearing up, but she was happy for me at the same time. So it's challenging.
I don't even know how I'm going to write a love letter, but I'll try. Hopefully she writes one back.
Oh, bro, about to get Jodied in Ranger School? The reason one of these schools is so hard on a lot of people, it's like going on deployment, except a little bit worse, some would say.
It's on the front page.
It's not
Yay!
as long, but you don't get to talk to your family. You don't have a phone for this school. In basic training, y'all get your phones now, which is ridiculous. In this course, for PRC and RTAC, your phone...
Nico, I'm so sorry for... why am I always... I have a talent of just pausing on the worst facial expressions ever. But, like, okay. There should be absolutely no fucking reason that any level of the military should allow people to have their cell phones. Boot camp, basic training, none of that shit. You should not be able to have your cell phones with you. Because do you know how many fucking Zoomers, how many fucking retards will leak shit? They will think, oh, this is open air. Anybody could see this. No, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't fucking matter. No phone should be allowed on any military base. I don't care. That's my own personal opinion. No cell phones on base. No cell phones at the military schools. Because they already have to deal with people on the War Thunder forums sometimes leaking classified documents. Whether they were recently declassified or they were just kind of like, oops, look at here you go. No, don't do it. Boot camp 18 phones were shipped back home. Yeah. You got pen and paper, don't know how to use a stamp, sucks to be you. It's like people forget how to send actual letters in the mail, and it's kind of sad. Hope you enjoy, have fun, take care. Oh, thank you. War Thunder's vibe type. New Guinea is named after the Guinea region in West Africa because of the perceived resemblance between the people of New Guinea and the people of Guinea. Spanish explorer Yingo Ortiz de Riti, Spanish names, first noted the similarity in 1545 and applied the name New Guinea according to Wikipedia. Interesting. Wait, people forgot how to send letters who were boned? Exactly. Completely unrelated, but Swisher Heart may be one of my best jokes ever. Oh yeah, that was fucking funny. But it's like, I don't know. Honestly, I think once the concept of pen pals in elementary school got out of style, kids just stopped sending letters. Because who else do you send letters to besides pen pals? I remember when I was in elementary school, we had pen pals from, like, different schools around the country. Or, like, with my school being all extra special. We had pen pals in another country. It was great. The upside, no one uses cursive anymore. Oh, man. Cursive, we learned for an entire half a year in 3rd grade. It's like, I still kind of write in cursive, but it's like a mix between serial killer handwriting and cursive. Submarines can't get normal mail. We only got email that was read by like 3 other people besides the actual recipient. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, huh? Sent letters to my grandma before she died. She enjoyed them more than emails. Yeah. Pen pals died off and kids got access to phones and tablets in schools. Ugh, it sucks. I miss the concept of pen pals. There's some strange uppercase cursive letters like Q. Yeah. Yeah. Or like how you do S's as well, especially the lowercase s.
Phone is taken for that lot of time you're at that school, then you get like 2 or 3 days of free time while you're in transit to Ranger School. Then your phones are taken away at Ranger School. You got to like tell your family it's basically like a small deployment. You're not going to get to talk to them for like 3 to 4 months.
Having completed their recon of the ambush site, it is time to emplace their teams. The leadership is nervous. So far, the patrol has not gone well. But if their ambush
it never goes well, bro.
It may be enough to turn the day around. If not, they could be denied entry to Ranger School.
Yeah, if you don't pass PRC or you don't pass RTAC, you do not go to Ranger School.
Started off like really bad, okay? Like, which way are we going? I show him we're here. I'm like, hey, we're going this way. It's like, okay, this way, roger that.
Oh.
Like, everybody knew we were in the RP, but nobody knew where we were on the map, and nobody knew where we were going.
This is the kindest breakdown I've literally ever seen. Let me show you how this typically goes really quick. What the actual fuck was that? You didn't know what you were doing. You didn't know what you were doing. And you're in charge, so this is your fucking fault. Everybody drop your shit and start doing fucking push-ups. And you're just like, fuck! Accountability. You will answer why you failed.
Just paralleled the road the entire time. You just ran right up and down this whole area. That's the only thing I said you don't have to do. Here's what violence of action is, okay? Everyone's like, oh, I want to see violence, I want to see violence. Here's what violence of action is. It's leaning forward and acting on the objective aggressively. When I hear as the BTL ceasefire, if I'm the BTL, I hear the ceasefire.
BTL, ATL, Alpha Team Leader, BTL, Bravo Team Leader. I don't know if even Garrison, like regular Army, follows it anymore, but your Bravo Team Leader should be your most senior team leader. Alpha Team should be the newbies, even though they're in the front. Why? Battle Drill 1 Alpha, we're not even going to get into that.
If I'm the BTL, I hear the squad leader say ceasefire. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Okay, everybody ceasefire. Left side, reload. All right, left side, you reloaded? All right, right side, reload. Right side, all right, right side reloaded? All right, squad leader, I'm ready to push. Can I push? I'm ready to push. Fire without maneuver is a waste of time, and maneuver without fire is suicide. We can't sit here and firing all day. Where are my...
You know what? I like that. I like that saying. And it's like, okay. We all know that some of these fucking teenagers and stuff will try to apply to the army because they will think that's the exact same thing that they see in Call of Duty. It's been true since Call of Duty has probably been existing, honestly. Except the kids nowadays are just really fucking stupid. It's like, the violence does happen in the military, but senseless violence is never a good thing. And Battlefield? Yes, and Battlefield. Military needs idiots, though? Yes, but they need useful idiots. Not idiots that can't even breathe on their own while talking. Can't have everyone outsmarting each other. Yeah, but again, useful idiots, not idiots. Jay, how are you doing? How's the cooking going? I seen your post about VTuber-inspired dishes earlier and how you have no room for leftovers in your fridge anymore. Keyword is useful. We have short supply of those. Yes. Paintball is so much better than Call of Duty in building fire and maneuver habits. Yes. You know, I've never been to like a paintball thing. I've always wanted to do paintball, but I've never had friends to actually go do it with. I just ate a lot of food so I can cook soon. Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait to see what you make next. A lot of dumb teenagers think they'll not only make great soldiers, but great and legendary leaders, and all that COD lobbying doesn't add up, doesn't add up to squat? Nope. Never does, never will. And plus, it doesn't exactly help when modern day Call of Duty is just a bunch of crossover skins and somehow we have fucking, fuck, what was her name? Nicki Minaj? Was it Nicki Minaj that got a skin in COD? Yeah, something like that. I think it's her that did. It's like, there's a difference between a shameless cash grab crossover skins and then people who actually play Call of Duty. Because, for example, Snoop Dogg. He has had multiple skins in Call of Duty. But that's not a shameless cash grab. He loves playing Call of Duty with his son. He plays Call of Duty with his son on stream. Nick got a skin in Modern Warfare 2. I know! Nick got a skin in Modern Warfare 2, but then it was taken down. Because of the whole, fuck, what was it again? It was something stupid. Some protest outside of an elementary school, I think, and then he was like, hey, yeah, don't do that shit in front of kids. Then people got all uppity about it, and then they removed his shit. Yeah, that one. No, no, no. Nick Merckx is not woke. He was standing on principle, but then woke Activision stepped in and then took away his skin. But Lumi, COD is the army. COD is not the army. Oh, Nick, not Nikki. We also got bomb shelters built for 70% of the population. Yes. You didn't want people pushing transitioning on children, so you got a skin removed. Yes. Now Seth Rogen and Jay and Silent Bob have skins in Black Ops 6. Mixed up my nicks. Oh, I mixed up my necks. Oh! Oh, oopsie poopsie. Oh yeah, I know Nicki Minaj still has hers. But Nick Merckx got his shit fucking removed. I have been at a big one, like 250 people one, lasted 48 hours. It was crazy. Can anyone here say what the nearest bomb shelter is and where their nearest nuclear shelter is? For anonymous reasons, no. Jamestown bomb makes sense. Those characters absolutely do that. It's like the Seth Rogen skin. One, I fucking hate Seth Rogen. He's annoying as hell. But the finishers are great. The finishers are funny. And I hate that. I hate that they're funny, but they're connected to his goddamn skin. Oh, man. Sigh. Wasn't there a Shredder skin? Yes. There was also an Alucard skin from Helsing. And there was also a Ash Williams skin, which I got because I love Evil Dead. Anyways. Yeah.
Other 3 249 pouches.
He's about to yell at them for simply not seeing a pouch where it's supposed to be. When I say you're gonna get it, this is what I mean. Once I went through this school, I was no longer afraid of being smoked at my unit by my squad leader, my team leader. I didn't give a fuck because I knew none of it could be as bad as what this school is gonna do to me.
Where are my other 3 249 pouches? Squad leader, I have 810 by 812.
Go, go, go. Time hack. Time hack. You need to be able to work in unrealistic time situations, okay? We call them time hacks. It is 8:10 right now. By 8:12, I will have those pouches from you. So what he's telling him is, in 2 minutes, I will have those pouches that you have lost, that you are responsible for, that you gave to other soldiers, or you will all suffer if I do not receive it. We are a team. Fucking over one person means fucking over literally every single individual you work with.
Only the top performers will be selected to move forward into Ranger School. The real challenge is about to begin.
It hasn't even started. It hasn't even started, Archie.
I really want to be like pushed.
I know it's a game, but the only thing that annoys me are the ones that blind fire first around every corner and push cause their mags hold hundreds of rounds instead of realistic capacity. Yeah, that shit is stupid as hell. And also, like, when I played COD and stuff, I always played hardcore because I don't like the sponginess that core had. I don't like the little shield around you or whatever. But what I hate about people that just blind shoot around corners is that you end up killing your own team. That always sucks. It's like, one funny thing that did happen when I used to play, like, I like using snipers. I love my sniper rifles. Literally my favorite thing to play in any type of game. But I was aiming down sights. I was shooting these people down like they were ducks in the sky. And then suddenly, one of my teammates was just chasing after another person on the enemy team. And just as I shoot the other person, my teammate runs right in front of them. I dome them instead. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And they were like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, man. It's funny, though.
At that physical limit of no sleep, no food, and I want to see actually how.
Oh, I love Sniper
How
Grandpa.
I come out of it, and how I show up.
Win or lose, he will win. Pass or fail, he will win. In the next episode. U.S. Army, this is outstanding. This is way better than any of the insider stuff I've seen, but we need more. I want more. We need more suck. U.S. Army, if I may speak freely really quickly, people love to see these videos, but the whole talking in nomenclature, talking about Army values and like all of these things, people rarely grasp that. People in the civilian world actually grasp the suck more than they do the words of any documentary I've seen. People have no idea the sense of unity we have in the military and how we just go through all the most terrible things together. Chat, let me know what you guys thought about this video down below in the comments, and if this has motivated you to either enlist in the military or...
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed too when it comes to military promos or anything to do with the military. It's like, yes, people love seeing success, but people love seeing failure even more. But even more than just getting a nice little dopamine rush from seeing someone else fail at something, watching other people come together to help them also succeed. Will it show that they still probably failed out of basic or ranger school? Yes, they'll still possibly fail, but it's still that camaraderie that people do enjoy. I personally like seeing other people help out others. But that's just me and my silly little brain. Oh, my drill sergeant kept telling me in my ear all soft like your wife is cheating on you. I noticed there's not a single woman here. Yeah, no. I'd be surprised if I seen a woman there. If anything, if there was a woman there, they probably left the first day. Alright. Now we are moving on to somebody else. I have never seen this man before in my life, but he came across my suggestion. So I figured Nico Ortiz did not do a Navy boot camp video. I did not see Angry Cops do any boot camp videos for the Navy. So I figured, let's show the Navy boys a little bit of love as well. And this man is an Army vet, and his channel is called Narrator.
Everybody, welcome back. It's me, Narrator. How you doing? And today we're reacting to, well, I don't really know the politically correct term to say, but I mean, hey, it's Pride Month. So out of all the branches, we're reacting to the Navy. Hey, don't get...
Oh yeah, he is right. Pride Month just features the Navy the entire time. I love you guys in the Navy, but I'm sorry, but you guys are just the fruitiest ones out of all the branches. Also, it doesn't help that you guys are called seamen. Oh, hi, Ben. You should watch a video from Ahoy sometime. Okay.
Don't get me wrong, though. We joke a lot, all right? We'll play some jokes and some puns and whatever. I will say, however, the Navy knows how to party. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. You all seem to be liking the other ones. I thought I did most of them. I looked back on the channel. Turns out there was a lot of them I didn't do yet. So, Navy time. This is not a drill. Zenless Zone Zero version 2.0 drops June 6th, and it's bringing the
No, I don't want Zenless Zone Zero shit on my feed. There we go.
level 40 upgrades. Plus, Zenless Zone exclusive in-game title. Don't miss it. Pre-register now and join in on the chaos. Now back to the video. Are you all ready to watch some semen? I am. All right, here we go. What we got?
Get off my deck now! Get off my deck now!
Well, that's not a deck. That's a floor. You're inside. There's no deck. I'm just, come on, you know. Anyway. Damn it. Let's go.
Why were the Navy dudes yelling at their recruits more than the Marines? Are the Marines okay? Did they lose a bet to the other branches? Because come on, guys.
What, they call him Master Chief? Okay. That's the face of somebody. This face right this face right here is, they promised me a Corvette. I mean, they promised me like this a lot of money. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Now I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Now what do I do? All right, anyway. Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
This division of U.S. Navy recruits is in week 3 of their 10-week boot camp.
Get him up, Holcomb. It's supposed to hurt. Down.
They're enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
Y'all got sessions? Do they have them broken down for you? Like, oh shit, it's 1400. Time for ITE. Everybody line up. You got timed exercises? I'm sorry. I need to...
The face of I've made a mistake in joining. I mean, hey. I've seen how recruiters try to sell you to join the army or any type of branch of government. Hey, so you want to afford a nice car? You want job security? You want to be able to afford a house in your future? Well, join the U.S. Army.
Stop.
Enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
All right.
Get there.
It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break.
I'm sorry, man. The way you say that. Push-ups. Get there. He sounded so unserious. He sounded so unserious. It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break. So it is time. All right. Okay. Cool.
Opposition. I told you yesterday I was going to get mine. Y'all been pissing me off for a week. Between not working together, thinking this a joke, and it's not. You arguing, not wanting to step up to lead. You either lead or you follow. That's simple.
Okay.
Stop with this individuality and work as a team.
It takes everyone a little bit, I think, to realize the big message. We are one family, we are one team. There are no more individuals.
Brother, when I say that for us, right, we had 16 weeks full of our basic training, right? You had your normal basic training, 10 weeks, then you had 6 weeks AIT, advanced individual training, whatever. When I say motherfuckers would, even on week 12 to 13, still not understand the rule of, hey, we are outside. We are about to go to the chow hall to eat. We are starving. We were smoked for the last 2 hours. All you have to do is stand in a spot and not talk. That's it. You just had to stand there and don't do stupid shit. And you would still, after 12 to 13 weeks, you would still have people going like this.
Man, where the f are the drill sergeants? I'm hungry.
It's the Zoomer mentality. Unfortunately, the younger generations just can't listen to instructions. You can even tell a teenager in high school right now, hey, just sit there, don't do anything. Or, like, you can even give them a time. You can say 5 minutes, sit there, don't do anything. Don't talk, don't look at anybody, just sit there. What are they gonna do? First thing they're gonna do, look around. That's usually the first thing that they'll do. Oh man, it's like I remember when I was when I was in high school. For those of you who weren't here when I was talking about the riots the other day, I had a military academy connected to my school. So we would see these guys go through PT just in the middle of the open commons area. And some of the other students, Master Sergeant would give other students permission to try to fuck with these kids. Just to try to get them to look at them, to talk, to do something, to break them. If they even looked at somebody trying to talk to them, they would pull them aside, tell them, hey, push-ups, now. How many? You'll know when I tell you to stop. That type of shit. Ugh. I know, that was one of my favorite things to do. I remember the Master Sergeant would be like, hey you, come here. I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's your friend over there, right? Yeah, I know her. Alright, go talk to her. Oh, it was funny. That was always fun. Discipline's a lost art, unfortunately. Oh, man. It's beautiful.
We gotta go. I wanna eat. Blah, blah, blah.
And I'm literally just like... And then sure enough, here come the drill sergeants walking out. The very first thing they see is not the entire amount of individuals all lined up in what we're supposed to be. No, it's that one motherfucker that's going like this. And just moving and talking. And then we all of a sudden hear,
half right face, front leaning rest position move, start doing push-ups, beat the earth.
Now you're stuck here. Oh, you're hungry? Oh, the chow hall's closing soon? That sucks. And now, even though you already had to eat your food from the chow hall pretty fast, well, now it's gonna take a little bit more time to get there, which means it may not be open, or it might be closing soon, so now you have to eat even faster. Yeah. Some people are stupid. I did, however, actually get to meet my senior drill sergeant later down my career, about 3 years in Germany. He got stationed at the same base that I did in Germany, which is awesome. It was the funniest thing to watch a E-Fuzzy, so brand new, probably like first couple weeks at this base, and he has to sit there on duty in a little cubicle. With Sergeant First Class. No, just E-Fuzzy hanging out with Sergeant First Class, going like, oh, dude, I can't get on his bad side. Oh, Shaggy, just do what he tells you. Everything will be fine. There's a chill gig. Then you just see a specialist, little E4, freaking walk up the door and go, okay, here. Oh, shit. And then watch him look up at me and go, oh, shit. And then we dab each other. The look on the private's face was just, I don't know what to do. It was really cool though. It was really cool.
IT is not fun. It's to help you remember what you did wrong so that you don't do.
We were told never to call the desk sergeant, only to answer. Yeah, that sounds about right. Got two recruits to keep him from falling off the bunk. Oh, hold on, wait. Final week of boot, got assigned to babysit a first week rainbow flight to cover night watch. Was doing bed checks when one recruit started having a seizure. Got two recruits to keep him from falling off the bunk and ran to the intercom. My finger physically refused to press the call button. Oh no! Oh my god. Your finger refused to press the call button. Oh no, that's horrible. But that's so funny. Oh man. Oh god, that's beautiful. Oh, I hope the crew is okay though, and your finger allowed you to press the call button. I reported the seizure and desk sergeant asked if I was a doctor. I told him no, but I know the difference between a seizure and a heart attack, and it wasn't a fucking heart attack. He sent the EMTs. Oh man. empties and not... Well, that's not my problem then. Hang up.
Do it again.
We have enough?
Yes, sir.
No, the we have it.
Look at this dude.
This is...
Do I gotta say it? Do I gotta say it? Run that back one more time.
This.
That is the...
Did you?
That was the gayest little run I have ever fucking seen. That is the gayest little run I have ever seen. Oh, this poor dude is filmed. Oh, man. Okay.
You see it? Motherfucker speed walking. Motherfucker is speed walking. The man on the far left. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Is Navy boot camp.
Hell yeah.
Every year, more than 40,000 recruits graduate before becoming sailors and officially joining the fleet.
I'm sorry, bro. They just look like napkins. I'm sorry. The sailor outfits just remind me of napkins, bro. I'm sorry.
Graduate before becoming...
Like, that shit's cold. That's just cool. I love the pattern, right? Cool. I don't know about the recruit hats, but I mean, whatever.
Sailors and officially joining the fleet.
All right.
It happens here at Recruit Training Command Great Lakes, located about 35 miles north of Chicago. RTC Great Lakes is the only
in
boot
Michigan?
camp
No
for
way.
enlisted U.S. Navy sailors.
My brother in Christ, that's not Michigan. Michigan is the other side of the lake. That's not Michigan. Oh my god, no, that's north of Chicago. That's still in Illinois, my guy. There's a lake. You don't know Lake Michigan? Lake Michigan is, what, our second largest body, fucking freshwater body of lake thing. Ah! Leave him alone, he's just a Marine. Sounds eerie. That's a Lake Erie. They think all us Great Lakes people are the same. Oh, I know. Don't laugh at the poor Marine. I'm sorry. I know reading comprehension is hard, and the red crayons are the best flavored crayons. But that's not Michigan. See, Chicago. That's like New Berlin.
Great Lakes.
Really?
Only
in
boot
Michigan?
camp
No
for
way.
enlisted
Not
US
Michigan!
Navy sailors.
Who's going to a submarine? Yeah.
Holy shit.
More money? More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Hey. 100%? Why do you want to work in a submarine? Money. If you don't know, I'm deathly afraid of the ocean. Like, I'll swim in it. I'll be in it. Totally fine. I'm okay. When the water turns dark and you can't see anything, nah. We know more about space than we do the ocean. I don't really know what's in there, and the stuff that we do know lives in there, I don't want to f with. And apparently an older video, Nico decided to say if one video gets over 1 million views, we would go and do shit with sharks. I completely forgot about it. And now, everybody on Instagram, Twitter, past YouTube videos is all like, hey, guess what happened? Tee-hee. I don't want to be the asshole that's like, okay, well, thanks for the views then. So now I have to find out how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to go in a tank and see a shark, I mean, I'm going to vlog.
Nuclear program.
100%. But yeah, no, and then you want to put me on a boat? No. Then you want to take that fear and then actually put me in the ocean inside a tighter, cramped boat. You better pay me some more money.
Yeah. Why? More money? More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
Base pay for enlisted sailors is about $22,000 a year. Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years.
Jesus Christ. Wait, 4 to 6 years, $22,000 a year. How much did I make? It wasn't much. Hold on. How much does a specialist in the U.S. Army make a year? Ooh, what the? That's not what I was being paid. A specialist E4 in the U.S. Army typically makes an average of $51,000 per year. Translates to about $4,300 a month.
You know, that's how they always tell you for the military. But granted, that's an E4. $50,000 a year, though. Money. That's complete bull. Oh, are you an E4 and you're like, I got 26 cents and I got this popsicle. It's melting now. Everyone gets the same base pay, but bonuses can be higher or lower depending on MOS sign-on bonus plus allowances. About 800 bi-weekly as private fuzzy with kids. No. Want to see Lumi as a drill sergeant now? I'm too short and I think people would laugh at me if I tried to be a drill sergeant. Here it is. 5 to 7 euros. Is that euros or is that pounds? I'm not good with non-freedom units.
Since when? Huh? You mean to tell me that I would get paid less to also be on a boat? Nah.
Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years, depending on their specialty or rate.
There is no special skills required prior to signing that commitment.
Did you hear that? They'll take anyone, because who the f wants to go on a boat for 4 to 6 years? Not me.
Okay, yeah, the Navy will take just about anybody. Yeah. It's like, I know a couple dudes who are actively in the Navy or used to be in the Navy. Not counting you guys. This was like before I started streaming. And like, I know one, I think he decided to move over to the Philippines with his wife that he met while he was still active with the Navy. You know, when you meet that Filipina and you're just like, yep, I'm gonna marry this one. Long ship deployments is why I didn't sign up with the Navy. Yeah. The few, the proud, the latrines.
Not I.
Or rate.
There is no special skills
Hi, Barry. Bye,
required
Barry.
prior to signing that commitment. We were able to take any civilian off the street and transform them into a smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained sailor.
Sure.
Boot camp begins with the
Look
night
at that
of
fancy
arrival.
ass coach.
Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Buses
COVID mask.
driving from O'Hare Airport bring about 100 new recruits to the recruit and processing facility.
Yeah.
We want to put them in a stressful environment to show them that even though it might be stressful for them, they can get through it.
You're moving too slow!
And then it kind of like sets the tone.
I was an E4 station in Hawaii, so I got a nice chunk of change in each check for cost of living. I made $2,200 a month, so $26,400 a year in take-home pay. This was 2016 to 2020. Oh, nice. Also, Hawaii, not bad. Could have been stationed somewhere worse, but Hawaii is not bad.
For the rest of training.
Yup.
What the f are you looking at, guy? Where did I tell you to look? Where? Where did I tell you to look? Welcome to Recruit Training Command. I'm Chief Walters. I'll be one of your facilitators this evening. When I tell you to, you will remove your cell phone. You're going to call home. Call your parents. Call your recruiter. I don't care who. But you're going to let them know that you arrived here safely. You have 1 minute. Go.
You better hope they answer.
I don't have long to speak, but I just want to tell you that I made it safely, but I'm okay.
You got 45 seconds. Hurry up.
I'll get through it. I gotta go, Mom.
Oh, y'all don't have a Script. Oh, you get to actually have a very quick conversation with your loved one. You don't have to read the heart-wrenching script. Oh, interesting, Navy. Interesting.
Okay, so Navy doesn't have a script, but Army has a script. Marines have a script. I think Navy's the only one that doesn't have a script, right? I don't know. If I would have ever joined the military in the USA, I would refuse to go anything further south than Alaska. There's a script? Yes! There is a script. Hold on. Let's see. Marine call home script. First phone call, recruit parent. There we go. This for a website called Marine Parents. No, I don't want Spanish. Oh no, they just put it in Spanish. All new Marine recruits make a phone call home after arriving on the recruit depot. The sole purpose of this first phone call is to notify the family that the recruit has arrived safely. Here's an example of what recruits at Paris Island may say. I have arrived safely at Paris Island. Please do not send any food or bulky items. I will contact you in 7 to 10 days via postcard with my new mailing address. Thank you for your support. Goodbye for now. That's all you get. Navy has free will. Air Force didn't have a script. We had to use payphones. Oh yeah, that's nice too. That station in the Hawaii of Japan in my first duty station. Oh, Okinawa? Very nice. It was wonderful. Every free weekend was a great vacation. Could go anywhere and back on the island in the afternoon. Nice. Lucky little shit.
I called my mom. It was definitely emotional though, because you kind of know that's the last time you're gonna be able to contact your family for a little bit.
Love you very much.
Yep.
You guys have a good one. Bye.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. What are you saying? Yep. It's yes, Chief.
Nope.
Don't cry.
Nope.
Don't cry.
Don't do it. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. Don't do it. That motherfucker can smell it. He can smell the salt in your tears. He will whip around like a f***ing Beyblade. Don't show it.
What is your problem, guy? What is your...
He smelled it.
What'd I say? He smelled the salt.
What are you saying? Yep. It's yes, Chief. What is your problem, guy? What is your problem? Why are you moving so slow? You want my time now, not your time. Hurry up.
It was brutal, I won't lie. It was a culture shock. You are learning pretty much how to be a new human.
You do not know what the f you're supposed to be doing at any given time. You will stand at attention until told to do otherwise. At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful. And
Ooh. Okay, Navy. Damn. Don't look me in the eye, motherfucker. Ooh, a little bit of a power trip. All right, okay.
At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful, and that's the quickest way to piss us off. Is that understood?
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
How about the motivation? Is that understood? Yes, Chief.
Recruits received their ditty back.
What?
They need to rename that. They need. You guys gonna go collect your ditty bags, everybody? Oh man, beautiful.
They're f***ing what? The jokes write themselves. The ditty bag? No. Oh, that's poor timing for me reacting to that.
On how well do women do in the Navy? I think pretty well since all the dudes are gay. Does it come with oil?
This.
Recruits receive their ditty bags,
Hey, hurry up. Let's go. Get your socks off my table. Let's go.
which hold their different uniforms, hygiene products, and basic items they'll need for boot camp.
You have a fucking lock and key as a. Okay,
Products
explain that.
And basic items they'll need for boot camp.
Hurry up. Go, 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 go.
Recruits must provide urine samples to make sure they have no drugs in their systems. Those who can't immediately provide a sample are ordered to hydrate until they can. Although male and female recruits sleep in different compartments, some train in gender-integrated divisions. After being assigned to divisions, recruits wait to meet their recruit division commanders, or RDCs.
Let's go! Turn around, back the up!
Signified by their red shoulder cords, these RDCs will be with the division until they graduate from boot camp.
Did we say you could talk? They want to be here to be sailors. So that's our job, to train them, to help them get there. Why are we so slow? Hey, you, isn't he taller than you? Yes, chief, no, chief, I, chief. We're not their friends.
Is he taller than you? Oh, you're right. Hell, guys, I look, I know it's a stressful situation. I was there. I understand the craziness and everything's going on, new environment, all that shit. But you got eyes. If a dude's taller than you, just put him in front.
On no links? What do you mean on no links? What links? Knew some guys that stayed clean for reps. Then took it up before shipping out. They didn't realize they had to do a piss test at basic. Is this accurate? If so, interesting stuff. I believe the United States Insider, because I guess this was posted on Insider Edition. Oh, this is recent. This dude posted 13 days ago. Are they all wearing masks? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how recent this video is, or if it's like... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm gonna see how recent this video is. Because if this is like... recent, then I'm gonna be highly suspect with the mask. Granted, they're also still in Illinois, so I wouldn't even be fucking surprised either. Let's see. Insider. Maybe. This one, is this the same one?
Get off my...
Yep, this one is from 3 years ago. So this is from 2022, so the masks still, unfortunately, do make sense. Alright, let's keep going.
Just put the guy in front.
Chief, I, chief. We're not their friends. We're here to make them sailors. Why are you looking at recruit? Do I owe you anything? You want them to be uncomfortable, right? You want to get them out of their comfort zone. Boot camp is hard, but when you go out to the fleet, if you make a mistake, you're going to kill somebody.
True.
Right now, lives are at stake. So we want them to understand that the bigger picture.
Yeah, usually that right there is exactly right. You want them to know what, like, this is going to be kind of the standard for the next 4 to 6 years for them, right? If they make a crazy mistake, someone, it can happen. That's why you call them dumbasses and make them wish they were home. In the Navy.
The bigger picture.
Codemaster nonsense just makes it harder to breathe during training. Oh man, imagine if you had to do that during during a like Navy SEALs training. It's like, nope, keep the COVID mask on. But sir, we're underwater. Nope, keep it on. Like,
buzz, 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 buzz.
Have to shave their heads. Female recruits can pull their hair back in a bun or wear it down as long as it does not extend below the back of the collar. The new recruits pay their first visit to the galley, where they eat in silence and stare straight ahead until they're dismissed.
Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty similar. Yeah, we same deal. You get in there, you get your food, you sit down at the table, you eat as fast as you can because you're on the clock, and that's it. And then you like no one talks to each other. You eat and then you go. But having them like having them stare is crazy.
Wait, get up and get out.
They'll need their strength for their first test of boot camp.
Ooh, you up! You up! Look at this! Look at this!
They'll need their strength
Look at this!
For their first.
My man, he's got like his tissues wrapped up. Everything's good. He may have left some mandarins on there, but otherwise, you know that it's okay.
First test.
My man did not drink, and he drank half. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it real. You're gonna need to hydrate a lot more than that. You're gonna have to swallow as much as you can, Mr. Seaman. All right. And then this dude left a whole fucking banana. Why would you put the banana on your tray if you're not even gonna touch it? That's probably the most appealing fruit to someone in the Navy. I'm sorry. Come on, guys, get it together.
Camp.
Come on, push it up.
An initial
Week
physical
1.
assessment known as the pacer test.
do I need to bring out the fitness grand pacer test meme for this? Oh, we had to do the fucking pacer test in school too. Oh, I hated it.
No shot. They actually have this.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets harder as time elapses. Ready? Begin. 1.
Sorry. I don't know what came over me. That was weird. I was in a trance.
Run up.
Bomb.
Intervals of push-ups.
Push-ups.
Planks.
Was my man snorting the entire thing? Hold on. Go back. Yeah, see, it's the most replayed thing.
Pacer test.
Everyone up.
Timed intervals of push-ups.
My man was trying to swallow his mask for Viber.
Damn.
And running.
Not every recruit shows up where they need to be. That's okay.
Damn. Push-ups and planks, and then just the pacer test? I don't think that'd be that bad, actually. What about like running a 2 mile or like sit-ups for core strength? Is it just arms and chest? Like ooh.
Jesus.
Sorry,
Christ,
I've been going to the gym.
Man.
I'm trying. Speaking of trying to get healthy, me.
Here for.
Put your hands by your side. Look at everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
If we identify.
Did someone say fix it? Oh, did he say fix yourself when somebody was going past?
The way he said,
Fix
he
yourself.
sounded so fucking disappointed in you.
Everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
Look at everybody next to you. Look what you're not doing. Fix yourself.
If we identify.
You know, the way that he said fix himself has the same type of energy when he tells someone to go fuck yourself. Oh, beautiful. The Marines take care of the core exercises.
Individuals that are struggling, then we can curtail the training to make sure everyone's on a level playing field to be successful.
Recruits have 2 chances to pass the test. If they fail, they're recycled into another division where they'll keep trying until.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay, so, if you're joining the Navy, you actually have to be, you already have to be ready, essentially. I mean, that's what I did when I joined. I looked at, you know, the main tests were going to be push-up, sit-up, 2 mile run. So that's what I worked on before I joined. So that way I can get in shape and practice with that. But okay. The fact that they just like, oh, you didn't pass after 2 tries? Shit. Go back to the beginning, Stu.
But we can move forward.
Damn.
Swim time!
In week 1, recruits are tested on their ability to swim.
Swim time!
God forbid you're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of...
Did he just fall on his ass? So he falls in.
God forbid...
Why the did you hit the water and then immediately go, oh, I understand the assignment. Flip on my back.
You're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of your ship. The Navy has deemed that we need to be able to implement a swim qualification to ensure your safety and the safety of your shipmates. Everyone in the Navy has to have a third-class swim qualification. The third-class
Motherfucker, why were you so...
consists of stepping from an elevated platform.
Okay. You did it. Nice.
Surfacing unassisted, swimming 50 yards, then doing a 5-minute prone on your front, known as a prone float, or on your back, known as a supine float.
Okay.
I knew it's the Navy.
I learned how to do that when I was like 6.
I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board.
Oh, that's all right.
Like, whoa, wasn't expecting that.
Okay, all right. I get it. Okay, check it out. Ready?
I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board. Hitting the wall.
My man hit it and then, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand the logistics now. If when you hit the water, if you kick your legs out, you'll go and you'll get the physics.
Christ.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's like, okay, you would think that, well, granted, they said that they expect people to come prepared, but still, you gotta show people how to properly dive off of something, especially if they have to do like a quick think about it. Because if you dive off of something incorrectly, you will hurt yourself. You will fucking harm yourself. Because... fucking... no, I don't want volume. If you look when she jumps in, she just
I'd never
fucking...
jumped off a diving board.
Just...
hitting the wall.
My man.
She would have fucked herself up if there was a fucking current. She would have been taken away real fucking quick.
Hit it and then, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand the logistics now. If when you hit the water, if you kick your legs out, you'll go and you'll get the physics. Okay, all right, okay. I was like, something ain't right.
Water, you're like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. It's a shock.
But not all recruits are ready to take the leap.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Stupid. Get in the water.
I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, that's okay. Let me
Recruits
assist
are ready
you.
to take the leap.
Nice.
I love that.
Some have to be pulled from the water during the test and sent to remedial swimming, where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
Oh, my brother in Christ. I don't know how to swim. Why'd you sign up for the goddamn Navy? The fuckers that are known of being gay and living in the water. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to swim. Oh my god. Go to remedial swimming like you're fucking 5. Jesus.
I'm not gonna say it. There's a joke. I'm not gonna say it.
Sent to remedial swim.
Shadow, I think you and him had the same wavelength and thought. I had the exact same wavelength and thought too. I'm just not going to say it.
Where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
All right.
We're just asking you to try to actually calm yourself down and realize that the water's not going to drag you under. You know, you have to cooperate with it. We have a 99.97% pass rate. We have a higher pass rate for recruits that can't swim than the Navy has of making civilians into sailors.
Well, I mean, I would think so. I would imagine that going through the, whole entire basic training, sometimes people don't pass. But I guarantee you can get someone who's older than 18 to learn how to fucking swim. Just my thought process there. You know what I mean? Like, is it...
One's a little bit trickier than the other.
Heave!
Week 3, recruits report to the Marlin Spike Trainer, where they get their first taste of what it's like to be aboard a Navy ship.
Yeah.
Positive control.
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Figure eight. One figure eight at a time.
Hell, Glasses has got a voice on him. Holy shit. Well,
You
there's
got
gonna be
Glasses.
a Master Chief later on. Hold on. You hear this shit?
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Wait.
Figure eight. One figure eight at a time.
My man said it with his chest. My man is ready. Holy shit, dude.
Get to us, there's that nervousness. They don't know anything about a ship. It's scary. It's a big old vessel in the water, right?
Remove the bird's nest.
We teach them about how to communicate on a ship, how to tie
Nice.
a knot, transitioning them to be a sailor.
This walkthrough, that was the easy part.
Yep.
Now the pressure's on. You up, you up.
Each recruit
That's
is
right.
assigned a role that corresponds to a real member of a ship's crew,
Make all preparations for getting underway.
with the objectives of getting a ship underway and bringing it safely into port.
Make all
Nice.
preparations for entering port.
Nice.
So at the bridge at the very top, you have the boatswain's mate, and then we have our bridge phone talker.
All right.
Singled up, good job.
They're going to be having comms with the other 3 phone talking stations down on the actual ship.
Attention on deck, attention on
Okay.
And the petty officers in charge relay that message to the line captain.
Fake down line going inboard. Fake
Okay.
down line going inboard.
Line captains have that script saying, single up all lines, take in all lines.
Double up all lines high.
Who the is talking?
It's loud, it's chaotic, it's hectic.
Yep.
Because when they're on the actual ship, when they have actual waves moving that ship, they
Yep.
need to be calm, cool, and collected and resort back to their training.
When I say prepare heaving line for heaving, that's when he comes over here.
You're gonna
Yep.
hold this. So
Sure.
You can tie the knot.
It's all about communication as well as following all the safety.
It's always funny to see how soft-spoken recruits are. It's like I'm a soft-spoken person. I don't get very loud very often unless I need to, or every other Monday when I'm on New Black Street. That's different. But I'm usually very soft-spoken. As much as I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, Lumi, you fucking liar. You are as soft-spoken as a rock going through a window pane. I got head hurt. A traumatized middle child? No, I'm the oldest.
Precautions. Anything that can get you injured, you need to make sure you're aware of what that is. Make sure your teammates aren't doing it either.
Okay.
Just standing there, they can be injured. Somebody can go overboard. Somebody can trip up on a line. Take it from myself because I've eaten complete crap before, like falling on the deck of a ship.
Yep.
And it's not fun.
1, 2, 3.
Why not?
Remove figure eights and round turn. Take figure eights off and then round turn. Move to safety zone.
But seamanship starts in the classroom.
You have to learn to be a seaman. There's a script.
Starts in the classroom.
What's avast mean? Stop. Okay, next. What's next?
Single up all lines. Forecastle eye.
Aye. All stations, single up all lines.
All stations, bridge.
All stations, bridge, single up all lines.
Single up all. Single up all lines.
It's like speaking a different language.
Hey,
You gotta get the hang of it. It helps that everyone else is doing it.
Pick your words.
Doing it with you. So the more you hear it, it's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge.
I get it, man. I get it. It's like if I walk up and I go, hey, 7 fundamentals of reconnaissance, and I just go, oh, God murd. They're like, what? What the f are you talking about? There's so many different, like, just for each job and in each branch of the military, there's so many different acronyms, bro. There's so many. And yet, for some reason, there's always gonna be like 1 or 2 that like are just ingrained in your head because you went over it so much, and it's the weirdest sounding motherfucking thing. Mine, again, Godmerd. Godmerde. Godmerd. It stands for the 7 fundamentals of reconnaissance. And it's just stuck in my head forever. Any hoozle.
It's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge, single up all lines.
It's Barney style. We break it down Barney style.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yes, pretty much.
Who else do you know that breaks shit down slow for people that's named Barney? Who the f was who was
Break it down Barney style.
Barney, like the dinosaur?
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone knows who
Yes.
Barney is anymore. Barney has been like off the air since what? 2006? I know they tried to make an animated version of Barney, but that didn't go too well.
Like the dinosaur, dumbass.
Yes, pretty much.
Single up all lines on. Perfect, just like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Uh-oh.
This is called the confidence chamber. I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber.
Pussy.
You guys want to go into the confidence chamber, guys? You want to get fucking gassed? Like 1995? No, he was around past 95. I was born in 96 and I still watched Barney. You should have said Paw Patrol. Barney just might have been a product of his time now. Yeah. We're one happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Oh, I loved Barney as a kid. Fun note, apparently Midwesterners have a natural resistance to the gas chamber since being around cow ass so much. Interesting. Also, hello Whisper, how are you? Lumi, you triggered my PTSD. Oh, psh. Oh man, I loved Barney. I still have some of my old Barney VHS tapes, so my granny has them. My granny has them.
I call it the confidence chamber. Shut up.
I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none
Okay.
of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber. The reason we
Sure.
go through this is so we can prove to you that the mask works. Does that make sense?
Sure.
In week 4, recruits are exposed to CS gas or tear gas in the confidence chamber.
Who's nervous right now? Somebody tell me why you're nervous.
I'm really nervous that when we're boats battling other boats that they're
I forgot who was telling this story. I know it was somebody on YouTube, but somebody was talking about their time during boot camp. I forgot which. I think it was either Marines or it was the Army. I think it was the Army. And they had to go through training with tear gas, stuff like that. And I wish I remembered who this was. I'm sure I'll remember it as soon as stream ends. But essentially, he said that when they had to do training with the tear gas, they were brought to the middle of a field where an empty building was. And there was like 3 open sides, so it was basically like, you know, just a roof with one wall or some shit like that. And they didn't know that they were getting trained with tear gas. All they were told was, hey, follow us. And their sergeants just brought the whole group over to this field. And told them all to line up and, stand at attention. Didn't say anything. The only thing that they did, all the sergeants very quickly put on gas masks, pulled out the tear gas, and then threw them in the middle of the room. The wind was not nice that day and kept that tear gas right in place. They were seeing how long they would last in there before they said, help, I'm dying. Good build character. Oh man, actually I think that was Nico that said that was his story. I think that was Nico. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look back at his old podcasts. I had a Hicktown friend from Oklahoma. Grew up with pig shit and cow shit everywhere. She stayed the longest and took her mask off, cackling at the end. Choking a bit at that point, but having her mask in the air, laughing at all the Northeasterners who were there. Beautiful.
Instead of firing big gigantic guns at us, they're just gonna take like a t-shirt cannon and put a tear gas grenade in it and somehow shoot it all the way across vast quantities of open sea onto our boat, and then I would have to use my gas mask that is all the way back in my bunk. People in the Navy, let me know down in the comments, do you actually ever use the gas mask? Have you once ever used a gas mask that wasn't like in a real life scenario? And if you have, please tell me when and what the story was, because unless you were out on the ocean and for some reason, like Somali pirates saw this big ass boat and was like, we can take that, but what are we gonna do? We only have like little AKs and shit. Nah, what'll really f that boat up? Tear gas. That's what'll f it up. Why? Who hurt you?
I'm nervous about how my body's gonna react.
Body's gonna react. It's gonna react accordingly.
It's gonna react accordingly. It's gonna fucking suck. You're gonna get itchy eyes. You're gonna water. Your throat's gonna close up a little bit. You might have a lot of snot come out. Hey, but let me tell you, if you had a cold, not anymore.
After learning how to properly don and clear the masks, the recruits head inside the chamber and wait for their turn to step to the line.
You know, honestly, what I think they should do is that they don't check the mask after they put it on for the first time. They put it on, put them in the room. They will quickly learn to see if they put it on correctly or not. Then you correct it, they come back again, see if they put it on right the second time. That's my idea.
At the front of the room.
Cool.
An instructor pours the powder inside the CS capsules onto a hot plate, filling the room with gas.
Mask up, come on, let's go! Get that mask up! Get that top up!
When they take off the mask, it only takes a few seconds before they feel the effects of the gas.
Yup.
Some recruits don't seem affected by it. Most struggle. They cup their hands under their chins to prevent bodily fluids from leaking onto the floor.
Oh shit. Oh, so they didn't want, they're like, man, we just mopped this motherfucker. I'm not letting you spit on these floors. What? No. Hello? Lights turned off. Do I have internet? I do. Okay, I don't know what kind of crazy specter or spirit that was, but
This is the best way to
now.
clear your sinuses. Hell
Okay.
yeah, it is.
It hurts, burns a lot. It's a good
Yup.
sinus clearer. If you're sick, you'll be able to breathe once you leave there.
Yup.
Recruits say they're
Hoo-yah?
Hoo-yah.
Hoo-yah?
Oh,
Sounds really
No.
close, doesn't it?
names and division numbers, followed by a hoo-yah.
Let's go, girl!
After about 15 seconds of exposure,
15 seconds?
15 seconds.
All right, fellas. How long did he have to stay in the gas? Was it 15 seconds? How long did you have to sit there in the gas? That's a name, serial number, date of birth, and hometown he got to basic from. Very nice. 15 seconds. That doesn't seem right in my little fish brain. I was in there for 15 minutes because 3 people couldn't say their names.
15 seconds? That's some rookie ass numbers.
They're allowed to exit the chamber.
Keep moving.
It definitely wasn't fun. Definitely wouldn't, sign up to do it again, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Who yeah, easy day.
Yo, man, where y'all at?
Shave your fucking unibrow. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I don't know why that just set me off, bro. Like, my man can shave his head and go through a gas chamber. And the only thing I see is this caterpillar on his eyebrows.
Why aren't they
man.
flapping
God
their
damn it.
arms? I don't know.
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the happened to the gas chamber? Hold on a second. What? Who left it on?
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
Cool.
You
Yeah,
never
no, I
know
get
when
that.
A simple fire will break out on board the ship.
Yup. Okay.
Any sailor needs to be ready to combat that fire to save the ship, aircraft, submarine, you name it.
Okay. All right.
Controlled fires
Good.
fueled by propane tanks simulate different types of fires that could occur on a ship.
Man, the Navy get simulated fires, but they're real fires. The Coast Guard got fire on a goddamn screen. The Coast Guard is missing out, honestly.
Okay.
A lot of them don't understand that pressure that comes through the hose. As soon as you open up that nozzle, all that pressure starts to push you backwards. They kind of hold it nonchalantly a little bit.
It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do. Part of the teamwork that helps you realize that there's going to be points where your life is going to be in the hands of another person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do out of all of their basic training. Hold a hose. Damn. All right. Cool. Hell yeah.
It's important.
I know it's important, but like still,
if you're not doing things correctly,
it's
you're
pretty
putting
funny
someone
to
else
see.
in danger.
Recruits trained to safely fire the M9 Beretta pistol.
Okay.
As well as to assemble and disassemble it.
A lot of people that come through here have.
Man, it's like, okay, guys. What? It's like after I, like, I get my license to carry and everything, I want to do cool streams where I disassemble and reassemble my gun. I want to do cool streams like that. Because I think it is important to be able to know how to disassemble and reassemble your gun. I want to do one for handguns. I want to do one for a rifle. Stuff like that. Ugh. One day. Let's play with the pistol. I just got the rifle. Try timing yourself. I think that'd be fun. LumLum has a natural shock absorber in her thigh/rear so she won't go flying backwards when shooting. Shut up! The fire training is more likely to be useful than their combat training in today's U.S. Navy. The U.S. Navy can barely steer ships correctly now. Yeah.
Have minimal to zero experience.
Yep.
If something's incorrect, we fix it right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a
Look at radical firearms.
What was
Okay.
that? Hold on.
If something's incorrect, we fix it
What is that man
Okay.
doing?
right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a little bit too nervous, we'll talk to them, make sure that they're mentally okay, and make sure that they feel safe and they feel like they're in a good environment.
Okay. All jokes aside, that's actually pretty important. If there's ever a time in basic training or anything like that where like you don't want someone to be like right here screaming the out of you, it's when you're a new recruit, you're brand new to this environment, and you're holding a loaded gun. Looks like they don't do that, which is, kudos. But like, yeah, it's.
So Lumi's gonna be a future gun tuber? I think that'd be pretty cool, honestly. It's like just the first step. getting one. It's like I can get one fairly easily because estranged grandfather passed away. He had like a shitload of guns. I mean, a fucking lot. He had a lot of fucking guns. And all I gotta do is just go to another family member who has all of them. And I'm like, hey, so can I have one of those? Do the paperwork to get that transferred into my name? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Thank you.
If you've never shot a gun before, having someone like just yell shit at you, like, yeah, I don't trust that. Like my friend Brandon, he literally has never shot a gun ever. And we were out at a range with me, him, and Internet City. We had a lot of guns out there. We were at a controlled range. I made sure that I was range safety, made sure that all weapons were pointed down range, safety was always on. Nobody was, you know, if we were filming, they were always on, like.
The best guys to get together with guns, the Unsub podcast, really good and cool guys. Oh, I fucking love the Unsub podcast. I actually, I started watching them recently because of the Buffalo school stuff. And funny enough, my second stream where I was talking about the Buffalo school stuff and I was watching the Unsub podcast things, somebody actually posted my stream on the Unsub podcast Reddit. And it's pretty neat because I was looking at the comments and some people are like, see, it's nice that, like, because I was reading everything that was on the screen and we caught that little error that, you know, the guy said whatever gummies were 50 milligrams of THC, but it was actually 500 milligrams. And they're like, yay, somebody can read. 500 each. And some guys with Brandon Herrera, now everything about guns is gun tubers. I gotta watch their individual stuff. I know I follow all of them on Twitter and I'm subbed to all of them on YouTube. So we'll do like a unsubbed appreciation day with all the dudes. One day I would absolutely love to be on the Unsub podcast just to fucking yap and shoot the shit. I don't know how it would work with me as a VTuber though.
Behind them when they shot, that kind of stuff. And I reassured him and was right there with him. I was like, this is the safety, this is how you fire it, this is what it's gonna feel like. And I gave him that reassurance of I would not put something in your hands that I do not feel comfortable with you having, that I believe that you couldn't handle. So I was reassuring him, making sure he was good, made sure that his, I was watching his trigger squeeze, making sure that everything was fine. And then once he was done shooting, I made sure that he took the magazine out, cocked it back, make sure everything was good, no bullets in the chamber, make sure he handed me the weapon, and then we set it down and made sure it was still pointing down range, everything's fine. I'm glad at least at this point, they're actually like, it's not one of those like super crazy environments.
Why should Navy sailors need to be qualified to shoot weapons?
I would say most typically on watch. That's when we have to stand watch and provide some sort of security. If someone steps on board a vessel, anything seems kind of weird, kind of sketchy, then we would have to employ that weapon if things start to escalate.
Okay, no, I get that. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. I was wondering that too, actually, as a matter of fact. If the ship docks, and obviously, like, people have to, be on guard for watch and stuff like that, some random motherfucker just like rolls up out of nowhere and like tries to get on a Navy boat. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Okay. Huh? Who?
Machine gun nest.
A Navy soldier did this? Where? How do you capture a machine gun nest?
Boot camp culminates with an event known as battle stations.
Okay.
It happens inside this building, which may not.
What's a machine gun nest? Because whenever I think a nest, I'm just like, okay. So did a mob machine gun give birth to little mini machine guns, and they're just called? I don't know. I don't know what baby machine guns would be called. But a mommy machine gun has a little baby machine gun. It's an area where the machine gunner is shooting at those approaching it, LumLum. Oh, it's where a machine gun likes to live. See? You know, I wonder if their nests kind of look like eagle nests. World War II Navy destroyers occasionally had to engage German subs with Thompsons. Nice. It's LOL's a bunch of machine guns clustered together. Submachine gun. The baby machine guns are submachine guns. Oh. Usually sandbags around them. Nice. Actually, hold on, wait, no. I've seen those before. Not IRL, but no, I know what they look like. Okay. Hole in the ground is most basic.
Not look like much from the outside, but inside, the recruits encounter this. The USS Trayer. It's a 2/3 scale replica of a Navy destroyer ship designed and built by companies that created attractions for Walt Disney World.
Alright, Magma, have a good sleep.
Battle stations is an accumulation of every training evolution you've done throughout basic.
Nice. Okay.
Mixed with a little bit of sleep deprivation. So I think it's the closest thing any of us are going to get to what being on a ship's like.
Stop showing battle stations.
Although the Navy agreed to let our crew film parts of the battle stations event, we weren't allowed to show major details of the scenario.
Okay, so they were only able to show little bits of the battle stations, not the important shit.
Or solutions to the problems recruits have to solve.
Okay.
So it goes over 17 different scenarios, from firefighting to seamanship, first aid, so all of those combined into one special night.
A special and long night. Recruits are not allowed to sleep during the event.
Doors go.
Who are you telling?
I do not
Are you telling me? Are you telling Petty Officer? Or are you telling your CLS? Tell the CLS!
Doors go, CLS!
When they say when you get the fleet, you gotta be able to handle sleep deprivation, you really do. You have to be able to handle doing the right thing, even when it's very stressful.
24 hours, huh? Okay. All right. We have that too, but it's called a CQ shift. It's, you just sit at a desk for 24 hours, stay awake. You can't use your cell phone, can't do shit. You just sit at a fucking desk.
It's interesting with immediate hostilities.
And
for Discord,
usually it's a private or specialist
Probably his.
and a sergeant. And let me tell you, it sucks. You sit there and do nothing except for log whoever comes in the building. So it's like if someone's delivering pizza to the barracks, you'll go like, cool, who are you here for? What room? And you go, Domino's Pizza delivery to room 274, 1600. Beep. It sucks, trust me. People would trade CQ shifts though for certain shit. So that was our currency.
Even when you're cold, wet, tired, sleepy, and even when your peers may not be in the right mindset either.
Yup.
The first scenario we saw involved a burst water pipe in a room full of ammunition shells that recruits had to move while trying to patch the pipe.
Yup.
They use their firefighting skills to put out a fire that breaks out on board.
Cool.
Maybe can bring their beds with them in wartime.
The smoke.
Really?
Why is he helping you move the hose? Huh? What was that?
To put out a fire that breaks out on board.
We have all the sound effects, the lighting, the smoke, just because we want to make sure it's as realistic as possible. Once you go out to the ship, if there was ever, emergency situation that happened, we want to kind of reflect that here.
Someone in the Navy in the comments, please let me know why was he holding onto the hose and shaking it back and forth? Was it to assist? And if so, why? Why would he do that if this is a test? I'm very confused by that. That threw me off a little bit, actually. What the What happened in here? Hey, yo, what's the shoe size on that, actually? I don't want to waste any more money than I have to.
We were allowed to film inside one of the training areas built to resemble the damage suffered by the USS Cole in the deadly attack in October of 2000, with details down to the clock on the wall, which is stopped on the minute the real attack occurred.
USS Cole. I've heard of that attack. I never really looked too much into it, but I've at least heard of it. Huh. Interesting.
But when the scenario starts, recruits don't notice such details.
Nope.
They have
When we
to
do a video
locate
on the
and
cold,
evacuate a
we'll do a
casualty
stream on the
through
cold.
thick smoke, over obstacles, and in total darkness.
Some people like working under stress because they say pressure either produces diamonds or it bursts pipes.
Yep, that's true. I like that.
It was really fun. I would definitely do it again. Maybe after a full night's rest, but I would 100% do battle stations again. It's a night I will never forget.
I like that. I like that. This guy's got a good attitude. He's got the right mindset. that right there was the last bit of energy that he had before he hit the ground. Serious.
After battle stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
Nice. We had a ruck march that was several kilometers long after being out in the woods for days with no sleep. And then we finally see the base at nighttime, and we went down the final hill and into the woods. But that was the congratulations. You're now going into the AIT portion. Yeah.
Man. Navy doesn't have to do a ruck march. Half my division cried during this ceremony. Aww. You know what, Magma? When we do a stream on the cold, do you want to join?
Yeah. I was kind of sad too, because like even after all that, like they had speakers and all that shit, and like see, everybody else got to graduate with like heavy metal music, and like I distinctly remember one other group actually got to graduate to like Dracula, and I was like, man, that's crazy. And then my drill sergeant was an asshole. He was funny. He was a cool guy. He was an asshole at that moment, because I'm like, oh cool, what's our like graduating, you know, song gonna be? And this man played Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, and I'm like, you suck.
After battle stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
There you go.
They realize everything that they have done thus far, all the blood, sweat, and tears they shed. They finally earned their Navy ball cap, and it's a proud moment for all of them.
Yup.
That morning was extremely emotional. I was definitely more proud of that than anything I've ever done before. Nothing compares to that moment.
Yup.
Friends and family gather to witness their new sailors graduate before joining the fleet.
You see
Okay.
the change.
Their
You have some
uniforms are
recruits
so
that you never
silly.
thought they were going to make it past training.
Yup.
But once they graduate and you see that, wow, they grasp the point of this, you know they're going to be out there, out in the fleet. It's really rewarding.
Yup. 100%.
Seeing recruits come off the bus with long hair, not knowing their left to the right, not knowing how to wear a uniform, and seeing that transition that they make from a civilian to a recruit to a sailor is truly eye-watering and truly a blessing.
All right.
My daddy said, I shook my daddy's hand. He said that
Cool.
He said that I'd become a man. I'd become a man.
Hell yeah. Cool. All right. Well, you know.
Neato burrito. Well, I like this video. It's pretty neat. I like it. And also, I liked how more in-depth it was than the Marines one. I swear, the Marines just can't catch a break for this year, can they? There has to be a better Marines video out there. But anyways, I think that might be the end of the stream for me. I said I was going to do a short stream today. But before I go, since we were talking about the military and everything, hold on. Take that off. And where's my... Hold on, which one is this? Okay, it's that one. Okay. Well, I know a lot of you fuckers are and were in the military, and thank you for your service. I really appreciate it. And maybe we'll talk about more military stuff and do a proper 4th of July celebration once the 4th of July rolls around. I think it'll be fun to celebrate. And also maybe I can see if Stack Up is doing any fundraisers and stuff for the 4th of July as well for veterans and everything. I did work with them last year, but I'll see if they have anything else going on as well. But thank you for joining, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I will find some people to raid. So, good night, sleep tight, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Warhammer Wednesday. What are we gonna do? I have no idea. We'll figure it out. Okay. Night, everybody. Love ya. Bye.